Perfect. We're rolling.
You see me rolling. No?
You're hating.
Yeah. Oh.
Shout out to Chameleonaire.
Oh. Is that his name?
Yes.
Hello. Hopefully all of you watched Maria.
Well, we didn't watch it. It was audio only.
Listen to Maria.
If you watched Maria, it would have been an NC-17 video.
Yeah, you know, TVMA. She's a hot mess. I do love my sister.
We love us some Maria. And then a lot of you guys apparently love Maria. We got a lot of subscribers.
I know. It's what's amazing is we got a ton of subscribers because of the another Maria episode.
I think it was my marketing technique of subscribe just for the Maria episode and then cancel.
Just pay $5 to listen to Maria.
So
she's always got some very helpful advice.
Very unhelpful advice too.
No, she's great.
Nah.
Okay.
A lot of what works for Maria only works for Maria. It doesn't work for 99% of the world.
So, hello, welcome back. We're so excited that you guys are here.
As are we.
I drank an entire bottle of wine.
Shout out to Kim Crawford.
Okay, stop with your
Your ice melted.
No, I poured it out.
Oh.
It doesn't sound nice when I'm clinky clanging.
You can't do your white trash wine on camera?
Diane Keaton drinks red wine with ice in it, so.
Okay. Red wine with ice.
Yeah, it's called the Diane Keaton.
Whoa.
And I think she drinks like a bold red.
Really? Like a thick, hearty cab that you would drink with a steak?
Exactly.
With ice?
With ice.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Well, she does it. If Diane Keaton can do it, I can do it with white wine.
I don't know about that.
Oh, you're annoying.
A little sus, as the kids would say.
You know, Dom does use that word a little too often.
Oh, you're being such a sus bot. I'm like, oh my God.
What?
Yeah, sus bot.
This is the problem. During the pandemic, we allowed too much Fortnite gaming.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's the wave. That's what kids are doing these days.
That's just the way. No.
Yeah. Aaron, cue the waves right now.
No, but we went to Buffalo.
Oh, we did.
And I prayed so hard that this trip would be like perfect. And it wouldn't be hard. And guess what? It was perfect.
It was for you. I'm saying not that I didn't have a good time either, but like it was everything you hoped and dreamed it would. Like better.
I cried every night.
Yeah.
I
tears.
would literally be driving in the car we rented, and I'm just like, thank you so much. It is so nice.
Yeah, and it wasn't bougie. Like, not that there's even a bougie version of Buffalo, but like it's just
there is.
We're just family and seeing Maria and Grandma D and Aunt Nanny and the whole squad, and
it was just seeing family.
100%. You know,
watching
family
our kids,
time all day.
Watching our kids with my niece and nephew. It was so.
Yeah, because we hadn't met Ro yet. We had only spent a few days with baby Joey. Mm-hmm. Got to hang out with Big Joey. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. It was. I really prepared for like Disneyland. Terrible, like vomiting. Which
just goes to show how horrible Disneyland is.
No. It was the time in our lives that it was hard.
Nah, I don't know about that. Because that was only 3 months ago. The same season now.
No, buddy. Leo had just got out of the hospital.
Yeah, but all things similar, Disneyland sucks. Buffalo's better than Disneyland.
Okay. Well,
that should be Buffalo's next marketing technique. Slogan. Better than Disneyland because the Mackins said so. No. I don't think that one's gonna fly.
That's not gonna. It's not gonna get any Southwest points. I think I drank too much before this.
A little sleepy off your Kim
Can
Crawford?
I have some water?
I'll hook you up.
I don't know what I did.
A little tipsy here, dear?
Nervous.
Nervous? Chug.
How big is that hole?
That's what she said. I just got deja vu. Mm-hmm. Have you heard some conspiracy theories about deja vu? Oh, we'll save that for another episode.
No, buddy, just stop. Conspiracy theories. You have way too much time on your hands if you're going down rabbit holes of conspiracy theories.
You know what's funny is I like to enjoy a good conspiracy theory or two, but I don't believe half of them, but I enjoy them.
You know what I enjoy?
What do you enjoy? Little Kim Crawford?
Yes. No, but You guys, if you haven't listened to Maria's episode
Please do.
on the really unrelatable, I know it's $5.
It's worth
Whatever.
$69.
It's
Little hint.
It was fun because we shared a little bit of like our
A little bit.
our lives and some situations, but it was good. It was good. It was so fun. I still am trying to like.
I haven't re-listened back to it because it makes me nervous that it's out there.
You didn't say anything wrong.
No, but the stuff that we talked about, it's very open and.
Yeah, well, it happened.
Yeah, it happened.
But like, I'm not.
These people, a lot of things have happened to these people. They're not talking about it to anyone and everyone.
Yeah, but you know what? That's why people like tap in, because a lot of people haven't done what we tried.
No, I mean that's the thing. It's something. Whatever. Just listen to the episode.
It's good. It's a good episode.
Donate your $5. Yeah,
it's worth $5, guys. Just fucking do it, okay?
I'm
just trying to get some titties and trying to get some Botox. Just subscribe. Mm-hmm. You know, it's fine. You'll have a great time. Everybody's having a good time.
We're having a good time.
You can't do
Shout
that.
out to Dusty Slay.
Okay,
Look him up.
buddy. Can you stop?
No, it's a thing. It's a thing now. If and when I ever make merch again, there's going to be a shout out to ... No, we don't like that.
No, but Katie Morley loves your shout outs.
Katie loves my. We love Katie. That's going to be just shout out to
Shout
Katie
out to
Morley.
Katie Morley. Morley, I will wear that.
Yeah.
No, but we had the best time, and actually, we were very prepared for this trip. I actually had so much anxiety leading up to the trip that I was overly prepared.
Yeah.
Everybody had their own backpacks with all their activities. Mm-hmm. We bought these like things that you could like. I'm literally on the plane like.
With like a bike pump,
yeah.
For two like blow up seats that go in between the chair in front of you on the floor.
Yeah, so they don't kick the seat in front of them. And I'm
basically
sitting there.
Pool toys for all the kids.
God forbid you offer to fucking help while you're watching your Batman movie, and I'm sitting there going like just
What's that motion?
Yeah, you don't know what that is unless there's either too much oil or not enough.
Coconut oil.
So we blew up these things that go, like Makin said, between the seats, and it prevented the boys from kicking the chairs in front of them.
It also prevented us from getting everything that we needed at all times. But
no, it was in front of them.
Yeah, but that's where everyone had a backpack, everyone had a snack bag, everyone had an activity bag.
Wipes to wipe down. By the way, we bring like Clorox wipes.
Everyone had their devices, their headphones connector.
That's fine.
So much shit. That's why I was depressed for 2 days leading up to it, and we were fighting.
We did?
Yeah. It seems like it was forever ago now.
We fought?
Yeah, remember?
No.
About the stress of the trip. It was just like little tit-for-tat things.
Did you just wink at me?
No, I didn't wink.
No.
My lazy eye?
Oh, this eye. This eye winked. Is this the eye you wink with?
I don't have
Wink.
I don't have a specific winking eye.
Wink. Can you do the other one? Oh.
Yes, now I feel stupid. Thanks for making me wink on demand.
Well, dance, Mucky, dance.
Yeah.
No, but I don't remember fighting with you.
Not that our lives aren't busy enough, but I was also like super busy with work that week. We had a lot of children's activities, and we needed like 10 hours of packing to happen.
Yeah, well, because 4 kids.
Yeah, exactly. But we needed to cram all of that in. We had an early morning flight, so the goal was to get everything packed, ready to go in the car.
But it went great.
Yeah.
Everyone woke up excited and ready to go, and our flight was really easy on the way there.
Because your boy planned, and we executed it correctly.
And your wife.
You executed correctly as well.
Your girl.
Yep.
Got
you followed my
everybody
plan.
set up.
You did.
No, I did not.
You did your thing, and I organized it. I said, okay, you need to do that at this time. I'm going to do this in the morning. I'm going to do this at night.
Yeah, but you didn't think of all the activities that I did.
That's what I said. You did, you planned the activities, and I organized it all.
Okay, well, it was a great trip.
It was a good trip. Shout out to Buffalo.
But it snowed the entire time we were there, which was really cool.
Every day.
It was really cool for our kids, though. No, there was one day where it was really sunny and all the snow melted, and then the day we left, it fucking... Everything
we landed, and it was like a snowstorm. It was the beginning of it. And we're like, oh, God, is this like some sort of omen? Like we're landing in a snowstorm.
Go.
Everyone's screaming in the back seat. I'm trying to get adjusted to the car we rented, figuring out the windshield wipers because it was slightly different than our car. And then the kids are screaming in the back seat. You're trying to adjust the car seats because the car seats with the rental car company suck. So it was like everyone was screaming, where are we going? I'm trying to follow Aunt Ninny in the snow, driving 10 and 2.
But it was actually, it was fine.
Yeah, it was fine.
We handled it well.
Sipping and whipping.
I will admit that being here and my sister being there, and now that she has kids and watching our kids play with her kids, it was really hard because I chose to be by our parents because
it wasn't even a choice. It was just like the default. Like you could never move away from your family.
Well, that's just what I did. Maria just couldn't wait to go to Buffalo and like be there. And
I mean, we all know that
she wanted her space.
She beats to her own drum. So the many things that she does differently, like one was, nope, I'm going to move away at 18 or 19, and it works for her.
Yeah, but like being away from her being with her made me realize how hard it is being away from her. And then my grandma, like I don't know if anybody knows this, but like from the time I was born till I was 10 years old, we lived with my grandma and my grandpa and Papa Butch and Grandma Dee.
I think you've said that statement. I don't know if anybody knows this, but we've lived with Grandma Dee and Papa Butch like 3 times.
But some people might be listening for the first time right now.
Very possibly true.
Why are you so rude?
Because you say that statement.
Because everyone needs to know that. Because it's a big deal.
It's like you can't say Grandma Dee and Papa Butch without saying, I don't know if you guys know this about Grandma Dee and Papa Butch.
No, because it's important. It's a very important part of my life that I didn't just, like, our kids won't say, like, I lived with God and Papa.
Right. It's more of a fault of mine that I just remember every fucking thing.
Yeah, you're annoying. Yeah. Not everybody has a brain like you.
True. No, everyone who probably heard that 3 times is wondering, like, what? What is he talking about? Anyways,
I haven't seen her in 2 years, my grandma and my grandpa, and things have changed, and it's hard watching your grandparents age and not be the same people that they've always been. So that was a little heartbreaking for me because she was just always my safe place.
Right.
She never, Grandma Dee
always. Did you ever tell her that?
No.
No, you were supposed to.
Because when I hugged, I didn't finish, but Grandma Dee was always the person that made me feel like I was enough. Like, if you want to wear sweatpants and a baggy sweatshirt, you're comfortable. Just wear it. Like, you're comfy. Whereas my mom's like, take that off. Put this on. And I love my mom for that too, but Grandma Dee never made me question, like, if I was pretty or not. Or
yeah. When Sergio referred to you as the girl with the big boobs, Grandma Dee comforted you,
you left the fat
on her much bigger boobs.
Yeah. Yes. Why do you have to say that? And it sounds awkward from you.
It makes sense.
But
in the context.
You're trying to be funny right now.
No, you're just trying to be sober.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying. Buddy, stop.
I'm sorry.
He's right. But still, no. But it was hard it was hard seeing her get older, and I don't know, it's like a stage in life that I've never had to really process because I lost my first pair of grandparents when they were more with it. Like, yeah. So it was hard, but I don't know. I just like pray over her and
yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's something that a lot of people have dealt with their grandparents or parents aging, and
yeah, it's weird.
You see how they're not always the same person that you once remember them as, or that you miss, or that you're used to being with, and it's
like usually she's very talkative, and this time she wasn't, and she's never been able to handle emotions very well. Like I hugged her and I started crying, and I was like, I just feel like I didn't get to spend enough time with you, and she was like, okay, so when am I taking you to the airport?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Grandma.
Lady's had a hard life. Like I think she's almost 90.
No, she's
late 80s.
I don't know how old she is, but she's in her 80s.
Yeah,
in her 80s. She's not in her 70s anymore.
And she was like mowing lawns and shoveling snow up until three years ago, maybe 5 years ago at the most. And she deals with she's basically your grandpa or your Papa Butch's caretaker.
Yeah, because my grandpa's blind and deaf.
Yeah, and he's in his 80s.
Have I said that 900 times?
And he's a pain in the ass to her.
He is.
He's just a handful.
So while we were there, her washing machine broke, and he's like, "Oh, you're just so rough with the washing machine. That's why it broke. It's like 40 years old, Papa." And then, of course, he makes her feel bad.
It's an old washboard.
Yeah.
Scrubbing.
There's like water pouring out of it. My mom's like, Dad, she needs to get a new watch. She's like, oh, she's too rough.
Yeah.
That's why it broke.
Oh, she breaks everything.
Yeah, well, if she would just be more... But I really miss them.
Yeah, so my point is that if you were at that age, dealing with that all day, every day, living in Buffalo in the freezing cold winters, like it's understandable that you might not be the most chipper and happy. And
yeah, that's why I said like
grandma that you remember, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it's something where she's just lacking like stimulation. I don't know. Maybe I'm just telling myself stories, but I love her, and she is the most incredible person I know. Mm-hmm. And Aunt Ninny, my Aunt Ninny is great too. She's wonderful too. It's her sister.
Aunt Ninny's the best.
But my sister, although I feel like if we lived in the same city as my sister, I feel like we would not.
You would still love each other and get along, and we'd see each other all the time, but you would fight a lot more often.
But here's the problem with Maria. Yes, we would fight more often because Maria feels like the whole world revolves around her.
It's her world. We're living in it.
Yeah, she's like, we have to do everything based off her children's nap schedule. Yeah, I have 4 kids, but we have to do whatever her children do. Oh, and well,
we can't go to lunch. Joey sleeps at 12:30.
12:30 to 3, we're not doing anything.
If you don't want me to be there, I just won't go.
Yeah,
go ahead, have fun. Go to Lloyd Taco. I just won't go.
Yeah, I won't go because I can't come.
Fine, it's fine. I'll just come afterwards when you're back at the house.
Because her children need to nap. And she's sleep deprived, and she's nursing both of her kids. Mm-hmm. And I get it, but Maria's still a bitch. And anywhere we went, it was like Maria's show. Like, we went to this place called the Aquatic Center, which is basically an indoor pool. Mm-hmm. And when it's freezing outside, that's what you do. And she was like, let's just go. I'm like, okay. So we get there an hour before her because Maria's on her own schedule. And we're swimming. We're like, the kids are having fun. She comes in her thong bikini and takes her toddler into the toddler pool. And there are like older kids there, like, I don't know, 9, like 10, age, 11. Yeah. And they're playing and they're splashing and they're being loud. And Maria's like looking at the lifeguard, like waiting for the lifeguard to go like, excuse me, boys, you need to get out. You're too old to be in this pool. But they're not saying anything. And Maria's just sitting there like, I'm not lying. One of them impaled me with a ball in my chest. And I kind of was like, and I looked at him and he's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's fine. They're kids, right? Yeah. So the lifeguard's not doing anything aside from Maria's nostril flares and her eye rolls and her haws. She gets out of the pool and she's going, it's fucking ridiculous. This is fucking unbelievable. How could you let these fucking kids like mumbling, right? So
how dare they have fun in a pool?
So she goes in the other pool with Joey, and did the lifeguard come up to her? The lifeguard came up to her husband and was like, I'm really sorry. It's just like when these older kids have like brothers or sisters in the pool, they're kind of like together, so I can't tell them to get out. And Joey's like, you know.
He's like, look, I get it, bro. It's fine.
I get it. It's
She's
fine.
Crazy.
She's just not. She's nuts. Yeah. So they're renaming the Aquatic Center Maria's Aquatic Center because.
Listen to the Really Relatable episode. There's a lot more context to it.
Yeah, I don't want to
ruin it.
I can't. No, not ruin it. I just don't really. I just try to ignore her when she's like that because she's so much. The other thing that Maria did while we were there, we went to a Greek restaurant, and I ordered my dinner that included chicken, and I just, light feta, let's have some lettuce on there, whatever. And then Maria goes to order, and she's like, I'll get my pita, like, warmed with extra salad and my chicken well done. And then literally I questioned my entire life at that moment because I was like, chicken well done? Who orders chicken well done?
I personally like mine a little medium rare.
Well, no. No, but because that's like, I feel like that's like a steak thing, like medium,
I'm joking,
medium rare.
Of course, you can't eat raw chicken.
Yeah, no, of course not. But like, I never thought to order chicken well done because of the extensive research she's done on chicken.
I don't think she's actually done any research. No, I think she just thinks she knows everything. Not to say that she's wrong for having this special request, but it's not because of any research that's been done.
Speaking of Maria not doing research, while I was there, I was observing her behavior, and I was like, Maria, you should really think about going to therapy. And she's like, I went to therapy. All I did was talk the entire time. I'm like, yeah.
It's good. I mean,
maybe you should stop talking and listen. Mm-hmm. right?
I mean, she should. That's definitely one of Maria's biggest faults, and I'm not talking shit about her, but she loves to talk and maybe doesn't always receive.
But she gets it though. There's parts of her that get it.
Yeah, she does. She's right. She does get it.
She does, but it takes like a minute.
I mean, she'll call you and bitch about whatever she's talking about, and then you'll start to give advice, and she'll completely ignore it. And you're like, Maria, why do you even call me?
She just likes to hear herself talk. Because if I will literally sit there and listen to an entire argument she's had with her husband, give her advice, and I've tried that before. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. No, and
he's just a jerk. That doesn't help me.
Why do you even call me? Because I'm like, you just like to hear yourself talk.
Yeah.
So now it's a joke when she calls me. I'm like, so what would you like to do? What is your solution? Because that's what you're going to do anyways.
Right, exactly.
But Buffalo was wonderful, and I keep saying that, but
you know what my favorite part was?
No, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I have to say the best day, the best meal.
Yep.
Was at Bertha's.
Bertha's. Shout out to Bertha's.
On Hurdle, right next to the Park Theater, which plays a lot of... They were actually playing the Ninja Turtles from the 90s, but the day we were leaving.
Yeah, it's this really cool, old, vintage, like, movie theater. Yeah. Not like any movie theater you would see, like, in a strip mall, where there's 12 theaters. It's just, like, one theater.
It's beautiful.
Built in, the 20s or 30s.
And then right next door is Bertha's, and it's a little breakfast place, but everything is cooked I mean, like, literally the best meal I've ever had.
Yeah, it was easily the best breakfast I've ever had. I was
B.
And nothing, like, bougie. It wasn't, like, fancy. It was just the best food. So
Bia? Bia, her daughter. So Nora's the owner. Bia's her daughter. And they are the best team in the whole world. Like, Nora cooks her...
If you're in Buffalo, go
tits off. And Bia just is the most incredible server, and she knows all of Maria's shit already. It probably took her about a year or two.
Maria, so that they have like a kitchen counter. There's it's like a little diner and a counter. And at one point, Maria picks up, I forget if it was Joey or no, it was Ro. She put Ro on the bar and started
on the diner counter to change her diaper.
Yeah, I'm like, and there was a guy sitting 2 stairs seats down. I'm like, Maria,
and Bia looked at her was like, Bia was like, Maria, you need to.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I can't change her.
Yeah.
I can't change her.
Oh, like, no. Excuse me. I thought he was done eating.
Maria, oh my god.
He's only got a little bit of eggs left. He's fine.
But honestly, it was the best breakfast. If you ever visit Buffalo, I feel like we should send Keith Neal there.
Oh, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee, not Neal. It's Keith Neal.
Keith Neal was the dude in your dad's band.
Keith Lee should go.
Shout out to Keith Neal.
Okay, sorry. See, I drank too much before this. I'm an idiot.
It's okay.
I was just
it happens
to
the best of us.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Honestly, though, my Skims.
You know what it is, though? It's because you're in your 30s, and well, I guess it's a full bottle, but it's hitting you a little harder than it would have previously.
Yeah, well.
It sucks about getting old.
Yeah, because I know everyone's like, I'm so sorry I forgot your birthday. I'm like, honestly, it's 36. I'm like, if we're going to round up, we're closer to 40 here.
36 is a really shitty number.
It is.
Not that the age is bad, but it's just like, 36.
But your 30s are fun because you don't give a shit about, like, I feel like in my 30s I've learned to, like, not care about what people think. But also it's like, I'm like in high school again. I have acne.
It's like we're going through puberty all over again.
It totally is. We're like, exactly.
Like you're not old enough to be an adult, but you're not too young to be a kid.
Yeah, like old people are like, oh, you're such a baby. But then like the girls I used to nanny are like, oh, you're an old bitch.
Yeah. You're like, bitch, I got 4 kids.
Yeah.
I'm an adult.
Yeah. So, and so like we flew home on my birthday and I chose that. I chose the flight home.
It wasn't a surprise, yeah.
Yeah. No. But what was a surprise was the 4-hour layover in Denver. That sucked huge dick.
Yeah, it did.
Because not only was it hard to like get the 3-hour flight there with the kids and then go, okay, well, we're just going to be sitting in this airport until longer than we were just on that flight.
Yeah, I mean, there could have been worse terminals for us to be in. So look at the bright side here. Like, nice terminals, good food selection.
It was. And then an hour in, Makin had the brilliant idea to get me a drink. And I was like, wow. I made friends. I had 2 drinks and I made friends.
You were buying McDonald's for people?
I bought McDonald's for people. I should have pitched the podcast. Why didn't I do that?
Leo did that. That's in one of his pluses for a ranking. Leo was pitching the pod to this one lady in Buffalo, or this was actually in Chicago, but yes.
You know what though? Our kids really did impress me on this trip.
I don't know that I was impressed.
I was.
I mean, by no means were any of the flights and the traveling enjoyable.
See, but here's the thing though. when kids are like a year to like, I don't know, 16 months, 18 months, not even 2 yet, it's hard to travel with kids because they're moving. They don't really understand what's going on.
Lap babies.
But 4 years old, like Dean chilled. Leo had a hard time, but he did okay.
I mean, it wasn't bad. No one threw up. No one got sick. No one cried the whole time.
Sickness is always a really hard thing.
Everyone, played it, cool for the most part. But it wasn't enjoyable. Like, everyone was always asking for shit. We were always passing shit back and forth between rows.
You were watching Batman, and
that
then on the way home, you took a nap.
No, I did not take any naps on the way home. I never, no,
You sat next to Dominic.
I would close my eyes because I was tired of handing shit back and forth.
Yeah.
And
you literally
of all the kids, Dom was the hardest on the plane.
Not on the way home, buddy.
On the way home because he slept on you. That's when he slept.
No. On the way home, on the first flight, he was next to you, and you kept saying, you just move so much. Okay.
Yeah, I had Dom and
cares?
Leo.
No, you didn't.
The worst combination.
I had Leo.
No, you had Leo and Viv. I had Dom and Dean.
No. You are wrong.
Who did I have then?
You had just Dominic. I had just Leo. My mom had Dom and Dean.
On the way there, I said.
No, on the way back is what I'm talking about.
I said on the way
there. How you snoozed on the way home.
But Batman was on the way there.
Yeah, so you still relaxed. I had no time to pick up my phone and go, oh, let me watch a movie.
I didn't even finish the movie. It wasn't enjoyable. Long story short, we got through it. It could have been much worse, but it also is not exactly fun. I'm not looking forward to the next flight.
This is a terrible episode. You guys should just
wait. But the one pro tip I will give you about that you did with the flight attendants. This was a good little thing. Maybe this is why it was more enjoyable than it could have been.
Yeah. Ever since they were little, I have done like little baggies for either the people around us or flight attendants. And now that they're older, I did it for the flight attendants.
Yeah, it was very nice. So like you either do Starbucks gift cards or like little gift bags.
I did really little gift bags of like gum,
and they're super appreciative.
And they were very nice to us.
But the interesting part about that, I think it's bullshit how like not servers, flight attendants are not given anything ever. Like it's like you by giving them a $5 Starbucks gift card is going above and beyond compared to society, right?
Yeah.
But they're serving 50, 100 people, right?
Yeah.
But they don't get any tips.
No.
And they're teaching you safety, and they're taking care of like all these needs. Flight attendants are very underrated and
they're like the nurses of the sky.
Versus you go to Five Guys, you place in I want fries and a burger, you're expected to tip them now these days.
Really?
Yes. Well, are you joking? You don't know this?
No, I tip like where there's a spot that says like, would you like to leave a tip? Yeah, I leave a tip.
Right, but that wasn't a thing 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Not to say that you shouldn't do that because you should.
Yeah.
But like there are certain aspects of life where you're expected to tip just because it's easy to do digitally now because it's on a POS system versus like actually people who are physically taking care of you and helping you and doing certain things for you like a server or a flight attendant.
Yeah.
That it's not as expected to give a tip or above and beyond.
Yeah. Well, it's also just like
tip your flight attendants.
It's also like I see you. Like your work I said they're like the nurses of the sky. They're like the pilots take care of flying, but the flight attendants take care of all the people.
Exactly.
If shit hits the fan, like they're the people like making sure you have your mask on, making sure you're following. So yeah, I mean, and I just wanted them to like my kids, so
that's true. That's all they really wanted.
I see you. This is for you. Thank you for all you do. And every time they handed them like a gift bag or the gift card, I was like, make sure you say thank you.
Extra high sodium snacks.
Yeah. I mean, I ate so much. In Buffalo, you can't not eat. Like Bertha's is one thing. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever eaten breakfast. I don't eat breakfast because I fast. So I broke my fast for Bertha's and it was incredible, but in Buffalo you just
break
eat.
Fast. Did you ever know that?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes, I do know that.
Somebody just heard that for the first time.
Breakfast, yeah. But.
Should we get into some rankings?
No, but I was saying, like, we went to Lenova.
Oh, Lenova. That's my spot. That's like my go-to Buffalo meal.
So Dom asked me, like, what is your favorite thing you eat in Buffalo? I was like, Bertha's and Lenova. Mm-hmm. Like, the wings. Guys, if you go to Buffalo, you need to get barbecue wings from Lenova, and you have to get breakfast at Bertha's. 100%.
Go-tos. Ted's hot dogs, just because it's a staple.
Ted's was good. Yeah, Ted's was always...
It's not the best meal ever, but it's like something you got to do.
Yeah, it's like... But everything is so, like, heavy and greasy, so, like... I was
nobody goes
so
to
nervous.
Buffalo and comes home feeling lighter.
No. You need to lose weight before you go to Buffalo.
Yeah.
So you can pack it on and enjoy it and stay warm as well.
Yes, especially if you go in March. Who would have thunk?
It was great, though. The kids got the sled. See, we didn't even talk about that.
I mean, I don't mind. I mean, we got to experience Buffalo for all that it was worth.
I drank way too much. I was getting nervous again.
You'll be all right.
Okay, so go ahead. Rank our children, dear.
Number 4, who do you think it was?
If I were to guess...
Do you remember our kids' names?
I don't. Not right now, I don't.
Leo is number 4.
Really?
Yes. And this will remind you why. And some of these you're unaware of, and these will easily tip you over because you will feel very triggered by them. So just before we went to Buffalo, I took them all to Sorry Not Sorry.
Yep.
Leo decided to lick the table at Sorry Not Sorry. So he's eating his ice cream, dropped ice cream on the table. Instead of just leaving it there, wiping it up, maybe even scooping it up, no, just licked the table.
I don't understand.
How does that make you feel?
I don't understand what it is with them with, like, hands in their mouths and, like, licking.
Yep.
It's disgusting. I don't understand it.
When we were at Jim and Chris's house, he was playing with, like, one of those little Orby toys.
Yeah.
Like that toy shark, like a squishy toy shark. Playing with it, broke it everywhere.
Thousands of
Orbeez beads everywhere.
They were like in literally the size of a pearl. So they weren't like Orbeez big, where you were like, okay, they're going to disintegrate and turn small, and then I'll vacuum it out. No, there were thousands.
It took you an hour to vacuum like a 30 by 30 room, and there's still Orbeez there that we missed. Sorry, listening. Chris and Jim.
Yeah, we're sorry. We saw our cousins, Jill, Marie, and Scott.
We did. Shout out to Jot and Skill. Scott and Jill.
Jot and Skill. And they have the coolest house in the whole world. And they have the most amazing children.
Back to more of Leo's germs. He was rubbing a $1 bill on his face and on his mouth.
No, not rubbing. Licking.
Yeah.
Like it was an envelope.
More triggering germs for you.
I just look at him and I'm like, why? Well, I yell first because I scream. I'm like, what are you doing? But... yeah, like an envelope. And
like he was good for the like on the flights, like we just kind of talked through, like manageable. But the day we were leaving, he woke up scream crying because Dom's headphones broke. One of the pads off of Dom's headphones somehow became Leo's new favorite toy. Last time I went through the whole list of Leo's obsessions of the day, that happened to be the previous days. He was obsessed with a pad off a headphone.
Yeah.
Woke up crying.
Because literally, it's probably like 4:30 in the morning in Vegas. But what? 5:30, 6:30, 7:30 there, screaming. Because I fixed the headphones and I made sure that so on the way home he had something to listen to. It wasn't like metal against his skin. And Leo just...
it's my favorite. You ruined it.
Why did you make it? I'm like, buddy, I'll find you another headphone. Scream, tears.
Yep.
It was a lot.
Yeah, and then I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but like when he has to go number 2 at school, poop. Instead of asking, can I go to the bathroom? He just raises his hand and screams, "I have to go poop."
I need to go poop.
I need to go poop with an M.
Yeah, I need to go poop.
The one good thing he did, though, is we were in our first layover was in Chicago, and there was some older lady he was talking to about our podcast. Like,
oh, he was so cute.
Just talking her up a storm, like for
Mommy and Daddy have a podcast.
Asking people,
"What's your dad's name?" Yeah.
Random.
Do you have a dad? What's his name? He's very personable.
Yeah, he'll talk to anybody.
He's very lovable, Leo, and people love him until he's screaming, and
Ladies
then they're
love
like,
Leo. Yeah, then like, all right, nice meeting you, Leo.
Yeah, bye.
Yep.
Go home to your parents now.
All right, so Dean is number 3.
And he loved Rosary.
He loved Ro.
He mauled my niece to death.
Yeah. Could be considered a good or a bad thing because...
Goo.
Yeah.
Literally.
His nose is past her nose. Like, he's in her face.
Goo. No, there's no tone to it. It's just, goo. Goo. No enthusiasm. Like, goo.
Yeah, nobody's going to be hiring Leo as their babysitter.
Nope.
Maybe.
So who's number 3?
Neither will they be hiring Dean.
Wow, he really put the choices down.
He was a little conniving. So Dean's had like this fake little toy smart watch thing.
Yeah,
it's like a fake toy Apple Watch.
Yeah,
but he's
Avengers.
He's over it. He's had it for a few months now. Somehow it became Leo's obsession of the day. He gave it to Leo, but Leo somehow thinks it's an actual Apple Watch. Mm-hmm. And Dean played along with it. He was like, "Yeah, Leo, have your Apple Watch." He gave it to him. Was playing with it. He comes over to me. Leo thinks it's an Apple Watch. He's like, this guy's so fucking dumb.
Oh my God, buddy. Dean has called Leo out a few times.
He has.
It's a little sad.
Yeah. Dean definitely knows that he has the upper hand on Leo.
Dean's like, Leo, it's just a toy.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
But some good things. He's
done that a few times with different
things. Does it with a lot of different things with Leo. But like a couple good things that Dean has been doing lately. He was good on the plane. He was actually probably the easiest on the plane.
Yeah, he just sits there.
Better than Viv, better than Dom.
He's a great traveler.
Yeah, so if we were ranking their just plane etiquette, Dean's number 1 child. But other bad things, he ate like all his snacks, and this is a lot of the kids. They were all eating their snacks within the first hour. Gum, chips, candy, beef jerky,
and it's like
lollipops.
Giving kids cocaine and then telling them to sit still.
Yeah, I'm like, Dean, we're not even at cruising altitude here, and you've already eaten all of your snacks, and it's 8:30 Las Vegas time.
It's kind of my fault. I tried to put as many healthy but sugary snacks so they'd be like exciting. But we learned that Dean loves gum.
He loves gum.
Oh, he's just like,
it's just a sugar fiend. Like any way he can get his fix, he'll go for it.
Yeah.
No, he won't.
Maybe.
But a couple good things like it was right after Maria got this. Maybe we'll talk about this in the next Real Late Relatable. Maria got security called on her at the Discovery Museum, essentially of Buffalo. But right after that happened, what?
She got security called on her because she needed hot water for Rosary's bottle.
Yeah.
And the gentleman behind the counter would not give it to her because you're not allowed liquids up on the discovering decks.
Yes.
And so Maria made a big fucking scene.
Thing. Yeah, don't tell Maria she can't have her hot water, apparently.
Yeah. And she was screaming at him because that's what Maria does. And then she ended up getting 3 or 6 passes to the Explore and More Museum.
So if you never go back, Maria's got the hookup on tickets.
Yeah, she was a little rude, though.
Yeah, she was. But he was good on the plane. He was easily one of the better kids in the snow. We went sledding. We were playing in the snow. He listened. Leo doesn't listen to shit. Every time there was
sledding,
we'd walk out of the house every day. Leo would step right in the snow,
up to his ankles.
Whether he's wearing boots or just his regular sneakers. His pants would be wet.
And
socks
then
would be wet.
About being wet.
Yeah, Dean understands the idea.
That's a whole other aspect of Buffalo that people don't realize. Like, you're not going there to just like be in the snow. You're like in the snow. And when you have 4 kids that don't understand what snow is and how it works, the
repercussions of snow.
Yeah, because they fall or they're playing and they get soaking wet. Like, it's fun in the moment, but then, I don't know, 5 minutes later, it's all melted and they're soaking wet and they're scream crying because they're cold.
Yes.
So you get them all, it takes 30 minutes to get them all bundled up to go out and go sledding. But then, I don't know, 10, and they're already like, okay, I'm done. I've had enough.
Yeah. Whatever. It's too much snow. Last good thing for Dean. Leo, his latest obsession yesterday was a balloon. The balloon accidentally got let go in the backyard. Dean accidentally let it go, and Dean felt so bad. Dean was hysterical crying.
I know, he did.
He's like, "It's okay, Leo. God will get you a new balloon."
Oh,
I'm like,
he did feel bad.
Yeah,
but I was shocked the balloon fucking.
It had the weight on it for some reason.
But he did show compassion, which is very unlike Dean, because Dean will not hold your hand or kiss you.
He has been getting better. And one of the good things that he did let me do is when we were ice skating, he let me teach him how to ice skate.
Oh my gosh,
normally
you
it's
guys,
just, no, mommy.
The video of you teaching Dean how to ice skate is like, it's so heartwarming.
Yeah, he trusted me for that.
Fucking adorable.
He still won't kiss me, but it's fine.
So who's number 2?
Number 2 is Dom. This is like nothing really of a surprise here for Dom. Some good things that he's been doing, like he's been making beats on his computer. I like that energy. He doesn't like anime, which I also like that energy. He's been good with the boys, playing with their Legos, supervising. He's impressed by them. Less aggressive. I think I mentioned that a couple weeks ago.
More enthusiastic.
Yeah, we're continuing on that trend. But also, like, him and his friends, they have like these 3, 4, 5-way phone calls. Sometimes some of the kids are little smart asses, and sometimes like brothers or sisters get on and they start talking shit, like, oh, I'm better at Fortnite than you, and things like that. And sometimes it gets a little rowdy, like rowdier than I would like for them to be speaking.
Yeah.
And maybe their parents sometimes are paying attention, sometimes maybe they're not. But there was one instance where one kid got a little more aggressive, and we talked to Dom about that after the fact. Very similar instance happened right after that, and he handled it perfectly. He's like, I'm not gonna, you guys do your arguing, call me when you're done being like pain in the asses kind of thing.
Was very
he didn't say that, but it was like perfect way to handle that. Also sounded cool doing it. Like he didn't feel like kind of a wuss to back out of the conversation. I was like, money.
But I was trying to explain to Dominic today and Vivian, I was like, guys, you don't understand. Like, we had one phone.
Yeah.
That if you were on it, your whole family didn't have a phone. So it was very limited time that you could speak to your friends on the phone, and let alone multiple friends. Like if you wanted to call a bunch of friends, you had to wait until they had 3-way, and then you could talk to 2 different friends. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, there was one phone. And if I was talking on it and God decided to pick up a phone in the house, she could literally hear what I was saying.
Yeah.
What? How? What?
Yeah.
It's they have no fucking idea.
Yeah, it's like trying to explain, like...
We really grew up in a generation where it was like...
Rotary phones.
No, but it was like past, future.
Speaking of which, Grandma still has a rotary phone.
My Grandma D?
Yeah. It's on the wall in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Because Papa knows how to use it. Jared, call Butch. Jared, call Butch. Give me a call, Jared. It's Butch. He has the same messages for everybody.
Yes, he does.
Messages. I'm so drunk. I'm so fucking stupid for drinking so much.
You're fine. Relax.
It's been a while.
You are relaxed.
Happy birthday to me. We didn't talk about my birthday.
Your birthday is still coming. Well, that'll happen this weekend. We'll talk about it next week. Yeah. Birthday. Get it?
Yeah,
B-E-R?
yeah.
You just still don't get it. It's okay.
No.
So number 1, Queen V, riding high. The one sort of not even negative
Vivian
thing.
Was your number 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Mainly the only downside is that she was a little surprised that while we were flying Southwest, she was a little upset that she was not flying first class.
Yeah, she wanted to know if Southwest had first class.
Yeah, and that why we didn't have those seats.
When I fly, when I'm older, I'm going to be in first class. I'm like, cool, Viv. Then you can take me with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, her question literally was, Mommy, does Southwest have first class? I'm like, no, baby. No, baby, it doesn't.
And now the more that I read these, they're less good things, but just more Vivisms. Like she was surprised, or not even surprised. That's not the right word. She was trying to convince me in a very sort of nonchalant but kind of manipulative way. Like, so on St. Patrick's Day, does the leprechaun come and bring me presents? Obviously, that's not a thing. No one's ever heard of that being a thing.
No.
She was just throwing it out there and hoping that we would be receptive to it.
So do I get a pot of gold?
Do I get Robux because it's St. Patrick's Day?
No,
Viv, you don't.
No.
They were doing baptisms at church a few weeks ago. This was right before we went to Buffalo. And we had been, it's been a conversation for her back and forth the last 6 months.
She wants to get baptized.
She wants to, she doesn't want to.
We're very big proponents?
Yes.
Of letting our kids choose. Like, if you want to do this, cool.
Yeah, not going to force you. If you feel comfortable, we support you.
I want you to love God the way you want to love God. And we're not going to, like, force you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and it varies. Like some days she's 100% in. I want to. When's the next one? Yeah. And then 2 days later she's like, no, I'm not ready.
Yeah. So we're at
she's
church.
Embarrassed. Yeah. So
she's watching people do this.
Yeah. And she's like, I would do it. I really, really want to, but you curled my hair, so I'm not going to do it.
I don't want to get
my hair wet.
I don't want to get wet.
That was her way of saying. I would
totally do it, Mommy, if I didn't have to get wet.
Yeah. Like, I love Jesus and all, but I got
That's
enough
the whole point, Vivian. To get.
It's all right.
Dipped in the water.
When she's ready.
When you're ready, Viv.
When she doesn't
Whenever you want.
Her hair did. But she was also so great with little Joey. Obsessed with him and vice versa.
I was actually jealous because she's great with the twins, but she was incredible with our nephew.
Unbelievable.
It just was like a testament to the kind of mom I was because she didn't see that shit on YouTube. She saw that shit from me.
Yeah, like getting on their level, playing with them.
Do you want to? Repeating everything she wants. And Marie was like, oh, I got my babysitter. Mm-hmm. Because Viv is just good at what she does.
Viv will be by far the best babysitter of all time. Not for our kids, but for like other kids' babies.
Oh, yeah. No, we'll never do that to
she'll be the go-to for all the...
Totally.
Yeah, she was amazing.
She just gets it.
And it was just so sweet because she was helping hold Roe and playing with Joey and just...
She was so cute.
And not because she had to, but like because she was genuinely enjoying it too. Like, it was so nice to see her having a good time with her cousins.
It wasn't like it was forced upon her.
No.
We're like, you need to watch Joey. No,
yeah, like she wanted to stay there with Joey while we left to go play in the snow kind of thing.
And she was such a good little ice skater, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Great ice skater. She was very excited about getting Jersey Mike's on the way to Buffalo at 8:30 in the morning. You guys,
when we were in the airport, and it was it wasn't even 8:30.
Not even, yeah.
It wasn't 8:30.
Our flight left at 7:45.
So it was like 6:30 in the morning. We come out of the bathroom and she saw Jersey Mike's. It was like she saw a fucking pot of gold. She was like, they have Jersey Mike's here? Oh, this is the best day of my life.
Viv's favorite food are like sub sandwiches now.
And she was like, can I get one? I was like, of course, baby. Whatever you want.
And
I was like, just eat half and then save the half for like lunchtime. Mm-hmm. And so she ate one half on the plane and then she was like, Mommy, I don't want to save it. I just want to eat it now. I'm like,
Viv, your tray tables can't come down at this point. We got to wait till we're up.
10,000 feet. She was great. But she was so happy.
She had the best time in Buffalo. She was crying on the way home.
She didn't want to leave.
She didn't want to leave. It was she had the best time. A little excessively
for my taste, but
we
all deal with our emotions differently.
Yeah, that point could lean a little negative because it was a little dramatic. Like we get it. We all are upset.
Yeah.
She just kept belaboring the same point over and over and over again. But
she needs to be heard.
Yes, and we heard her 17 times. Just like you'll hear this episode one time. And we thank everyone for listening to it.
Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I should have not drank so much.
We're going to lay off the wine. Next time we'll be back on tequila. We'll be having a good time.
I apologize.
Having a good time.
Have a beautiful night.
Thanks, everyone, for listening.
Okay, we're done. It was the worst.
A little rough.